It is January 2nd, 2018. So what's significant about this day is that it is the official first trading day of the new year. So I want to start off by wishing everybody good luck. I hope all of your investments work out, and let's put our heads together and have the best year we've ever had in the stock market, okay? So let's start things off right. Let's talk about Facebook stock. Ticker symbol FB. They trade on the NASDAQ exchange, and their current price is $176.46. So real quick, my name is Jeff. This is the Worth More Investing channel. We talk stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency. We do financial training too. So go ahead and subscribe now so you don't miss any content. So for those of you who do not know, Facebook is the social media king, no doubt about it, okay? And just to kind of grasp the terms of its size and how dominant they are, the world's population runs between 7.5, 7.6 billion people on any given day. That number continues to grow every single year. And as of June 2017, Facebook has had 2 billion monthly active users. Okay, so 27%, 25 to 27% of the world's population is using Facebook on some capacity. Okay, 1 out of every 4 people on Earth is using Facebook. That's ridiculous. That's incomprehensible to me. And to me, it all starts and kind of ends with CEO Mark Zuckerberg. And he's a very young man. He's younger than me. He's a whole year younger than me. And he has been there since the very beginning. And one word I can use to describe Mark Zuckerberg is relentless. Nothing is ever enough to him. You know, if he had the entire world and Facebook was perfect, it still would not be good enough for him. Now, that is the kind of personality I want in a CEO. And if I'm buying into a stock or I'm buying into a company, I want that CEO who's never ever satisfied. And Mark Zuckerberg is a shining example of that. This man does not have a pause button. He does not take breaks. He does not lay back and take it easy. It's just how can he make Facebook better every single day. Some of the acquisitions that they've made over the years too have been brilliant. You know, their 3 biggest ones have been, Instagram in 2012, and then the WhatsApp in 2014, and then the Oculus virtual reality in 2014. And all of these acquisitions are paying out big. I think that the Oculus virtual reality will probably take a little while to really develop, but I have actually used some of the Oculus equipment, and it is fantastic. And another thing too is that between Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, is that all of these rank in the most downloaded apps month after month, year after year. Facebook owns all of these companies. So every time you download Facebook or Messenger or Instagram, any of this stuff, guys, this all comes back to benefit Facebook, the company. How exactly does this transfer to the stock charts? What does this company look like fundamentally? Let's go take a look at that now. All right, so I have the 1-year chart pulled up on Facebook, guys, and this company is all about advertising. It's all about advertising, okay? The more user engagement they get, the more people they get to use all the different companies they own with Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, all these things, guys. And not only do they make it a very engaging experience, but it gives them more and more opportunities to advertise. And that's where it's at. That's where Facebook makes all its money. So right here, a year ago, at the end of 2016, the start of 2017, you could have got invested into Facebook comfortably under $120, anywhere from $115 to about $120. And like I said, today it's sitting at $176.46. And in pre-market, look there, it's up almost a whole dollar. It's up 84 cents in pre-market. Looks like we're going to be green on our futures this morning, but from a 1-year glance, Facebook would have been a fantastic investment. Now let's see, 2-year glance, even better. Okay, you could have got in comfortably under $100 a share. You could have actually got in under $90 a share here a few times. Okay, and then from a 5-year chart, this company has outstanding 5-year charting. Okay, and you go back to the IPO in 2012. I can actually slide this over and we can take a look at how that went. They opened around $42, got up to $45, and closed around $38. Now, I personally remember kind of the overreaction to this, the overreaction Wall Street had to this, because it did tank for a few months. Facebook stock was at one time under $20 a share. Think about that. This stock was under $20 a share, 5 years ago. And now it's over 176. So this is one, like I said, for a tech investment, any way you want to slice this, there has never really been a bad time to invest in Facebook, and it just keeps on growing. Never really stays down, no significant dips to speak of, just good investing opportunities. All right, let's take a look at Facebook fundamentally. And the market has opened. They're up over $178 now. So, a company that has this much growth surely has some flaws fundamentally. And, I don't think I have found any. Okay? So their market cap sits about $512 billion. That ranks it amongst the biggest companies in the world. They have a trailing PE of 34.19. They have a forward PE of 26.62. That is very, very good and manageable for a company of this size and growth. Okay, and right down here, guys, the profit margin, 41.75%. Operating margin, 47.91%. Nearly unmatched. Nearly unmatched, especially in the social media space. It's completely unmatched. And jump right over here to the short percent of float. Again, that's a metric I always look at very closely before I buy into a stock, and it's less than 1%. Okay? Now the reason, guys, that I am so big about short percent of float is because, having a lot of short pressure on a stock can create a lot of unnatural dips. Okay? And it can also push a stock down even if it shouldn't be pushed down. So when the short interest gets high on a stock, you can safely assume that the stock price is going to, react, in a volatile way, and it's just unhealthy. It's just unhealthy for good stock. This short percent of float will help explain some of the charting, why the charting is so good over the past 5 years. And since their IPO, there just really hasn't been any short interest on Facebook, since its IPO. Okay? The return on assets, 15.76%. Return on equity is 24.31%. They do not pay a dividend. That might be the one strike against them, is that they don't pay a dividend. But again, a lot of these NASDAQ tech companies do not pay a dividend, but they make up for it plenty with their growth. Okay? Let's take a quick look at the balance sheet, guys. Okay? So these balance sheets are actually kind of read backwards. This would be the end of 2014's numbers. This would be 2015, and this would be 2016. So after they report first quarter earnings at the start of this year, we will get the end of 2017's numbers. But as you can see, yearly assets have gone from 13 billion to 21 billion to 34 billion. Okay, that's their total current assets. But their total assets has run from 39 billion to 49 billion to 64 billion in 2016. So their assets are just growing, almost doubled here in a couple years' time. And then let's jam down here to the total liabilities, where the liabilities are very manageable. Okay, at 3 billion in total liabilities, and it's run up to almost 6 billion. However, it's very, very, very manageable in comparison to their total assets. All right, now a quick look at quarterly earnings, guys. back in Q4 of 2016. They beat on estimates, beat on revenue. And then in Q1 of 2017, they actually pulled back a little bit and they had a miss. Now, again, when you're looking at a good company, a good long-term company, you can't look at a miss as something that negative. You have to look at it either to add to your position or it possibly will give you a good breather, a nice little pullback to buy into the stock. That's how I'm going to look at Facebook, is that this here would give you an opportunity to buy into the stock. Then, in Q2 they beat, Q3 they beat, and now here we go. We have guidance is raised big to $1.94 estimate. That's pretty exciting, and I do plan on making a video the day they report, and we'll kind of have like an update video to this one and kind of see what the price action is looking like. So be on alert for that. In my opinion, I would consider Facebook the gold standard of the stock market. Okay, whether you want to look at fundamentals, you want to look at charting, quarterly reports, you want to look at value prospects, you want to look at growth prospects, any way you want to look at Facebook, this is a screaming buy. I'm rating Facebook stock a strong buy and hold. I don't see this company having any problems getting to $300 a share in 5 years or less. If you found this video useful, hit that like button. Leave me some comments too, guys. Let me know what you're thinking about Facebook stock. I would love to talk about that down in the comments section. And as always, thank you for watching.